Erik Crawford here with Ultrapure Systems. Today's question is a little longer than I'm able to put in the time that I have, but here it is. Why does ultrasonic humidification require such clean water? We hear RO and then we hear RO and DI. What does that mean? So here you go. Unlike isothermal or steam, where it requires city water in most cases to generate the steam, in a steam canister, you've got probes, high voltage probes. And those probes arc on each other. They arc between each other, but they only arc between each other if there are minerals that are attracted to it. And the minerals actually fall out of the water, but the heat is generated to boil the water, and there you have it. It goes through a nozzle and you make steam, humidification. Ultrasonic doesn't work like that though. Because we're utilizing a mechanical means to generate the mist, with the transducer, if you haven't watched the video on how ultrasonic humidification works, I'd encourage you to do that. But the transducer, when it fires and it makes the mist, the very small column of water that is made, as it travels up on the waterbed and breaks, and that's where your mist is. If we have anything in the water, virtually anything in the water, it's going to go through that column of water as well, and it's going to end up in the mist. And what happens is, because most times the calcium or the magnesium or whatever it is in the water is heavier than air, it's not going to absorb into the air, it falls. And unfortunately, that's where you get that word that I hate saying, white dust. That white dust is created from the calcium deposits shattered through the process. And it's never a good thing, especially in most cases where ultrasonic is in a very protected, asset-oriented space. So we want to mitigate that as much as we can. There are some manufacturers that are okay putting RO water to it, and that's reverse osmosis water into the waterbed, and that is okay. There are still contaminants in the water. We do have minerals in RO, and that's why we can drink it. It's potable. Ultrapure Systems, we run our water through one last pass, and that's deionized resin. So we remove 99% of everything in the water through RO, and then we run through one pass of deionized resin. Deionized resin is a great catalyst to remove the ions out of the water, both positive and negative. And when that happens, there's virtually nothing left in the water. So we could be confident that if our RO membrane, it's doing the heavy lifting, and then we polish the water with DI, out of the mist is very pure. And that's what we want, pure and clean. Next week's question, we're going to go over soft water. And it's something that's very dear to my heart when it comes to the environmental impact of softened water versus just using a sediment filter to capture a majority of the calcium and the magnesium. But we're going to go into that next week. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Have a great week. Enjoy.